I don't know who needs to hear this, but beware of people that are pressed to hang out with you. And the reason why I say this is because usually when people are pressed to hang out with you, they're up to no good. I have countless story times of when I've taken that risk and hung out with that person and they've turned out to be weirdos. And honestly, I've seen so many story times on this app about like the same kind of situation and them being almost murdered or being robbed, just like all kind of weird stuff. And like given some people want to hang out with you because you make them look good. That's another thing. And usually that's really, really easy to spot. But yeah, the moral of the story is beware of those people that are pressed to hang out with you.
Hey Exoticals, it's your girl back with another Exotical rant. You know what I was thinking about? You really want to know? I was thinking about pressed. When somebody's super pressed to be around you and you just can't get it, like you may have met them one time or in passing or they don't really know you, but they're so pressed for you guys to hang out again. They just want to be around you and you can't figure out why. And you're like, okay, I know I'm an awesome person. I know I look good and whatnot, but why are you so pressed to be around me? Like, why do you want me to be in your presence? Let's get right into it, ladies. When people are super pressed to hang around you, they are definitely up to something. That's number one. They're definitely up to something. It could be seen or unseen. It could be good or bad. We don't know yet, but they're definitely up to something, especially as an adult. It's not like you guys are kids and they just want to play and hang out with you. But when you're an adult, like, it's like, why do you want me to be in your presence so bad? Like, what is up with that? Definitely they want something. I'm just going to spell it out. Number two, they see something in you that they lack. I figured this out a long time ago. Like we're going to go into a story time a little later, but, I have had people want to be around me so bad because they see something in me that they lack, whether it's youth, whether it's beauty, whether it's femininity, whether it's a combination of the three or more things. They see something in me that they lack and they want to be a part of it. So they think if they're in my presence, they can like cling on to it or it'll trickle down. So it's really weird. Number three, they need your presence for a particular ambition to be established. Sometimes people want to be in your presence because like they have certain ambitions that they want to elude to the universe and they need you for that. Like it could be just like you meet them up at a cafe, but they need you to be there because it's somebody that they were friends with or want to be friends with. And they think that if they see you with them, that person will be more interested in them or starting up a conversation or be friendly with them. They have an alternate agenda. You know what I'm saying? Number four is obvious. You make them look better. A lot of times us as exoticals, people want to be in our presence or want us around them because we automatically make them look better. I've had guys that literally want me to go out with them just to make them look better. I've even had guys that pay me to go to events with them just so they can look better and look richer and more affluent than they actually are. It's so funny. So if they're just using you to make them look better, make sure they cash out, ladies. Exotical tax. Okay, number five. They have established a scenario and they need your presence to validate all their gossip or chit chat that they've been building up to that you probably have no idea that they've been doing. They need that to validate. They need your presence to validate all that chit chat and gossip they've been telling people about you or about themselves. And they need your presence to validate that chit chat and gossip. And it just is what it is. Some people, like, they're really pressed to be around you because, again, us as exotical MLS women, we elude vibrations, good vibrations, high frequency. So it makes sense that they want to be around you. Number six, they need details on you. They need to know what kind of car you drive, what kind of purse do you carry, They even might want to know, what kind of house do you live in? Who do you live with? They want details on your life. And this is the one that is not obvious to everybody, but they want to see like how you carry yourself. Like, okay, what kind of car are you going to drive up in? What kind of bag are you going to carry? Are you going to have like a little puppy with you? Are you going to be on like a Paris Hilton vibe? Are you going to be on like a Nicole Richie vibe? Or, I mean, like, what kind of vibe are you going to be on? Are you going to be on a Beyonce vibe? Like, they want to know more about you. Okay. So they need your presence so they can get more information on you. And it makes sense. But like every time, like, ladies, I'm going to get into the story time, but I'm going to make my points first. But like, I have a really good story time for you girls. Let's keep going. Number 7, they may want to see who you bring with you. Like, they may want to see, oh, is your man dropping you off? What kind of car does your man drive? Okay, who you be riding with? Do you be with your family, or do you be with this other girl? Are you friends with this other girl? Is she going to be with you? They want to see who you hang out with, who you're really close to, so they can get an idea of what they need to do to get in the position to be close to you. Number 8. They need the attention they assume you bring. That goes back to my other point. They like literally you make them look better. So they want to be seen with you because they need the attention that you bring. It just makes sense because as exotical women, when we walk into the room, oh my goodness, heads do turn. People do take notice, and some people need that attention on them, and they know the only way they can get it is bringing somebody that looks better, that has more self-confidence, and that has a presence about them. Some other women may be pretty, or even guys, they may be handsome, but they don't have that presence, that commanding presence when they come in the room, and you have that presence, and they need that on them when they walk in. So that's why they want to bring you. Yeah, they're little sneaky motherfuckers. Number 8, they need the attention they assume you will bring. They assume you will bring a lot of eyes on you. They assume like your presence will make them more interesting. They're going to have more eyes on them. Let's go into number 9. They want to get more info about you. Sometimes, especially when you're in person with people, it's easy for them to get more information about you because you're face to face. And like they can like feed off your cues, your body language, and that will give them more information about you. Number 10, they have ulterior motives. This is like the main one, like the girl in the video was talking about. They have ulterior motives. Like, it's a weird vibe they're on. They have something that they want from you, and they need you to be present for them to try to get it. Number 11, they may want to harm you. Like, they literally may want to harm you, so they need you at a particular place, at a particular time, at a particular location. So they can maybe follow you afterwards, or have somebody else follow you, and just know and get more information on you. Like, where do you live? Like, what stores you frequent? They need like a point of contact. Number 12, they want to, sometimes people want to seem way more important than they truly are. And that goes back to my other points. When people are really pressed to hang out with you, sometimes they want to be just seen in public with you, or they want somebody that they know to see you with them, so they can seem way more important than they truly are. And it's just like, whatever. But people have agendas, girls. Number 13. They want you to let your guard down. In person, when you're face to face with people, you naturally, and you're having conversations, you naturally let your guard down more than when you're on the phone. When you're in the comfort of your home and somebody asks you a question that kind of takes you back, you're more faster to just get off the phone with them and shut them down and just like disconnect contact. But when you're face to face with people, most of the times they know MLS women, pretty girls they don't want to make a scene. They don't want to seem rude. So you're more, will let your guard down and talk more freely when you're face to face with people. Number 14, in person, they know people usually talk more, tell more of their business, and feel more relaxed with familiar faces. When you're in front, like I just said, when you're face to face with people, like your guard is going to be more down, especially if they're doing things to make you feel relaxed. You may feel more comfortable than you truly are with them because they're making you feel more comfortable. They're asking you, oh, do you need this, do you need that? They're being very kind toward you, so naturally your defenses and guards are going down because you're face to face with this person. And the most obvious one, number 15, they need a lock of your hair. LOL, just kidding. They're gonna do something like, no. Yeah, they're pressed to be around you. They definitely have an agenda. That's why they need your presence ASAP. That's why they are like really want to get they wanted you to get face to face with them. And it's always anytime somebody has been pressed to be in my presence, it's always been some drama. Like always, they literally, it's always been some type of weird vibe. And this is why a lot of pretty girls, when somebody's super pressed to hang out, we're just kind of turned off because we've had so many experiences. I had this quick story time, ding ding, quick story time, ladies. I had this one girl, like I had met her out and about. Like I actually had met her when I was at the mall, and I was like getting some food. And I met her and like we just started conversating. I was at the bar. I was like at a mall bar, and we just started conversating, blase, real casual. She asked to switch. She asked for my like social media, so we like swapped it, and I didn't think anything of it. Like when I left, I forgot all about this girl. And I noticed she followed me. So as a courtesy, I was like, I guess I'll follow her back, even though she really wasn't my type of vibe. She was an unambiguous dark-skinned Black woman. She was kind of overweight. But not too much so, but definitely overweight. But long story short, I didn't think nothing of it. Then she started like, commenting on my posts, liking all my pictures. And it was kind of weird, but like she always like, and then after that, like literally she like started like, she DM'd me, and she was like, hey, let's hang out. And she gave me her number and she was like, oh yeah, let's swap numbers. So I kind of felt like, like when you're like, oh crap, if I don't give her my number now, I'm going to seem like kind of bitchy or whatnot. And I was like, oh, I guess, because we did have a decent conversation. So I was kind of guilted into, don't get guilted into these people that are super pressed to hang out with you. I kind of got guilted into it. And I was just like, oh, okay. Oh my God, that was the worst mistake. This girl was addicted to alcohol. She was like chain smoking around me. I was like, oh my God. Like, I like when I did hang out with her, like she was like semi-depressed, desperate for a man. Like, I was like, this is totally not my vibe. Like, it took me like a couple months to shake this girl off because she wanted to hang out with me like almost every weekend, to the point where I had to just start saying, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like my husband, I can't do it. He has something planned for us. It was just like, she was always wanting to hang out with me, wanted to be seen with me. One time she actually she tricked me into meeting up with her at this bar because some guy that she'd been talking to online would work there. When we got there, she was so excited, and literally she was like, oh yeah, girl, he's probably going to pay for my food and everything. He likes me a lot. He's always trying to talk to me on IG. We get up there, this guy sees her and looks like he saw a ghost. He spoke to her and he kept it moving and did not come back out the back till we left. So of course she paid for her own food. She looked so stupid, and she was like, I wish I never came up here. I thought he wanted to talk to me. It was like a bust. And I'm like, this is the only reason you wanted to go up here? Girl, the food wasn't even that good. And I was just like, this is the reason you wanted to come up here? It was so weird. Long story short, ladies, don't let people that are super pressed get, like, literally, she was a Debbie Downer. Like, she really needed a lot of help, and she thought I was going to be the person to help her. She tried to always call me with long conversations about guys that didn't want her. And to the point, I just had to be like, hey, I don't want to listen to any of this. It sounds super depressing. And she says, yeah, I wish I had something better to talk about. And I'm like, okay, why even bring me in on this then? It was so weird, ladies. Then I met another unambiguous dark-skinned Black woman when I was shopping. I was shopping like at I was at Ross, Dress for Less, and I was shopping, and I was with one this guy I was cool with. I was with him, and she ran up on me, this one lady, and she just started yapping, yapping, yapping. And they're about to close, so I was trying to hurry up and get my stuff together. And she just started yapping, 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 talking about, oh my gosh, you seem so cool. And it's like, is that your husband? I'm like, no. Like, this lady was super nosy for a stranger. And like she since I had already experienced that other crazy woman that just tried to latch onto me real quick when I was out shopping before and eating and like just like having a good time, I noticed the signs. So when I noticed the signs, I quickly got my stuff together, ladies. I quickly did so because I had already noticed the signs. When like she was like, "Oh my gosh, your dress." She was like admiring my hair, my jewelry, like everything about me. She was like in admiration of. It was like almost like a fan. It was like I was like out and I was Beyonce or something, and she just saw me and just had to run up to me and like congratulate me and tell me how beautiful and how smart and well put together I am. It was really weird. It's like fangirling. And I was just like, and since she was way old, this lady was in like, she said she was like in her like late 40s or 50, early 50s. I was just like, why is she fangirling over me? I was so confused. I was just like, okay. She was like, you just seem really, I could just, your vibe. It was just all about your vibe. I can just tell like you're just very confident and well put together. And I did appreciate her compliments, but at the same time, it seemed like she wanted to switch phone numbers or something. I was like, oh, we can switch IGs. I just gave her my IG. But I left it at that. I didn't like when I finally did get home, girlies, this lady had liked like 50 of my pictures. I was like, oh my God, what is going on? Like, I was kind of like taken aback, like, why do you like it? I did not respond to any of this because I was just like, I already been there, done that, not doing it again. So I did not do it again, ladies. And I literally was like, oh my gosh, I'm kind of glad because once I saw what kind of stuff she starts posting, she seemed really lonely and she was like doing a lot of thirst traps and stuff. And I was like, I'm so glad I did not give her my phone number or engage with her on social media in any way because that would have for her to ask me for anything. Cause like again, and like I noticed and I was like, oh my gosh, sometimes I dress up because I naturally dress really classy. I forget like, and I was like, oh my gosh, I probably looked like I had a lot of money that day. And I was like, I meant to take all that stuff off because I had actually went to some kind of business thing. So I had like my hair done, my makeup done. I had like all my jewelry on. And I was like, I should have took all that stuff off to go shopping really quickly. So people would walk up to me and think like I have a whole bunch of money to give to them or advice or I'm like it was just ladies pressed. When people are this pressed about you, you need to really like back them up off of you. And that's what I had to do to that lady because I was just like, I do appreciate the compliments, but again, I am not your savior. I cannot come in and make your life better if you at 50 or 40 have not figured that out. I cannot come in and change your trajectory. And I'm not going to let you destiny swap with me and try to get in my business. So I literally had to like get her off of me. And I forget sometimes when I do wear my ring and stuff, people automatically think they think like I'm like some ball player's wife or I don't know what they think, but I know I get a lot of attention. That's why sometimes I'll just wear my band. And especially when I'm doing my errands and stuff, because I don't want to be stopped because you're trying to figure out what I got going on and why I'm shining the way I'm shining. Literally, it's just illuminating from my soul. That's why I'm shining. It illuminates. Okay, sweetheart? It illuminates. But like, again, ladies, people will be pressed. And I have so many stories that I've met people that are very pressed to be in my presence, to have my attention. And I literally have had to stop that because I just know it's not healthy for me. And I know like it's not benefiting me in any tangible way. Giving them my information or like communicating with them on a friendship level. And this lady in particular was talking about, I meet so many weird women down here. I need to find some good girlfriends. And I'm like, well, I'm honestly in my head, I was thinking, well, find some your own age. I was really thinking that because I was just like, I've been there, done that, and I really don't need any like motherly figures around me. Because they literally, it's very annoying, and I've learned that they're very preachy, and like I have a mother, so I don't need that. So it's just like, back up off me, okay? Just back up off me. And like, I've had a lot of women, they just want to know all about my dating life and whatnot. It just gets to be a lot. And I mean, it gets to be a lot, ladies. So like, I've been there, done that, and I don't want to do it again. So like, when women that are like way older than me try to like fangirl me and want to know my business, I'm not up to be an open book to you. Cause again, I really don't know you, and I don't like, and like, would I have been open and be like, oh yeah, we can chit chat, we can talk? It's just always been a piss poor experience. And I was like, I just got tired of the hate, the drama, and all of that, you know? You know, ladies, like, you just get tired of all the drama. So that's why when people, especially other women, are pressed to hang out, or just people in general, even guys, I've had bad experience when a guy has been super pressed to like try to be around me really quickly. It's always when somebody's trying to like rush the getting to know process, it's usually never a good experience, like at all. And you want to be very cautious with these people because like they usually always they're trying to make you feel comfortable like too quickly because they have ulterior motives. Like with guys, it's usually they're trying to like love bomb you really quickly, make you feel comfortable and familiar really quickly so they can sleep with you. With girls, they just want you, they want to try to figure out your vibe. They're trying to figure out what they need to do for them to become a better woman, and whatever they lack, they see that in you, and they want your presence and your essence around them to get that. And it just becomes a very competitive relationship that is not healthy. And especially if you're just a naturally vivacious person, you're going to be very turned off immediately by these type of people. And I suggest don't even get into bed with them. If they're super pressed, where they're giving you that weird feeling like, what's going on? What's the big deal? Why can't we just naturally hang out if we're going to hang out or not? Why does it really matter? It's a reason why you get that gut feeling. It's a reason why you're like, in the back of your head, you're like, I'm flattered, but at the same time, I'm like, what's the big deal about us hanging out in person or in real life? Like, what's the big deal, you know? So ladies, when this happens to you, really sit down and figure out like, who is this person and what do you observe, like just from your communication with them, what do you think that they want from you, and are you going to oblige that? And if you do oblige that, what will be the outcomes? Will this person become a danger to you? Will this person harm you? Will this person just suck all your energy up and leave you lifeless and tired at the end of the day from listening to all their drama? Really figure out why are they pressing you so hard just to be IRL with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are they trying to get you IRL so fast? So really try to figure that out and like think about it, and don't be so fast to just give them what they want, because you don't know what they have in store for you. And sometimes it could be okay, but a lot of time it's piss poor, and it's just like, I wish I didn't waste time on that person or that situation. Ladies, but pressed, it's a lot of people are so pressed to be in our presence as MLS women. They're so pressed to be in our presence because they just want some of our shine. We're the Golden Girls. Like we're like Destiny's Child in early 2000s. We're like the Beyonce of the group. We are like Alicia Keys during the early 2000s, like during 2010s. Like everybody wants a piece of us. Everybody wants to get to know us. Everybody wants to be friends with us. Everybody wants to party with us. So ladies, be stingy how you ration out your time, your presence, and do what you do, but don't let it do you. Bye, ladies. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, ladies.